Guess who's back?
Back again. Not Shady, I'm afraid. Shannon and Luke.
No, sadly it's just us
It's
two.
just us. Nothing exciting.
It's not quite the same.
Not quite the same.
Quite a lot's happened. I've come back from Spain recently. You've moved houses. Both are equivocal ventures.
Yes. Houses and cities. Completely. Houses, cities and what's it called?
Counties.
Counties. Districts.
Districts.
Hunger Games, yeah.
I was gonna say.
So I have now moved back up the north.
Yeah, you're a northerner again.
North. Yes, back home. Close to everybody. I've seen you a few times.
Back where you belong, where it's cold.
Where it's bloody freezing. Gotta say, my toes are cold, everything's cold, life is just...
Cold.
Yeah, it's been what is it? I can't even remember when we last recorded. That's how long it's been.
It might have been like August. It was before you moved. It was quite soon after you had the hole in the wall.
Yes. Okay, yes, because did we mention the hole in the wall?
We did mention the hole in the wall, yeah.
Right, we did mention the hole in the wall. So the audience knows that I had many a hole in many a wall and ceiling because there was water everywhere, yes. Which
is a driving factor of you moving.
Was a very big part of, let's actually do it now. Let's actually move. So obviously we did move. And now we have a house.
Yeah, you have a house.
So we have moved, and the cat has moved with us.
A fun time of packing my Fiat 500.
With just a backpack, and in case the audience, well, obviously the audience doesn't know, I just did air quotes around the backpack because I forgot this is not a video film, even though we're on video chatting to each other, it's an audio film. So
it's an audio film, is it?
Audio medium. Right? It's been a while. So backpack.
No, let's start this with the fact that you advertised the first lift. My initial helping of you in my Fiat 500 because I no longer have my SUV that was a huge car.
No, Pico is dead, unfortunately, which is the one time we could do with him not being dead, but Pico died, as we know.
So now I have a Fiat 500, an arguably fairly small car, and you were like, it'll just be a few boxes.
Hang on. It is the Fiat 500 XL though, so it's bigger than a Fiat 500. You gotta give it that. It's not a Fiat 500.
It's a Fiat 500L trekking.
Yeah. It's a big Fiat.
Yeah, it's still a Fiat 500. It's small compared to, like, a regular car.
It's still a big Fiat. It's the big one of the small car.
And you advertised my help as just a few boxes, and I was like, that's fine. That's fine, that'll fit in a Fiat. Just a few boxes. I'm picturing, just a few boxes, as one would with that description. Q was getting there, and you being like, so, it's a bit more than a few boxes. And I was like, right, okay. Right. Okay. And then you were like, it's just this. Ooh, and do you think this will fit and this will fit? And I'm like, I really don't. I really, really don't. So we fit, I would say, a metric ton.
It was not a metric ton. A ton is a lot of weight.
Sorry, an imperial ton.
But it was a lot of boxes. Well, no, it was a lot of boxes that I knew about, but then there were extra boxes. So obviously, in the move, I came down to the north. Came up to the north. A month earlier, my partner, my fiance, sorry.
Fiance,
because of his work, he basically had to stay there an extra month and we'd paid the rent anyway. So I left him sorting out what I assumed was all trash. Twash. My dad and my brother had come up to help me move and grab me a month earlier. I'd then come up with you to get the couple of boxes that we couldn't fit in the van when I moved.
Described as a couple of boxes.
It was a couple of boxes. Well, ended up being a full Fiat, right? But then you went up again, didn't you? You went up again.
Then I very kindly, to your partner, your fiance, I went, I'll come get you if you want. And he was like, that's a nice offer. I'll think about it. And he did say yes. And I was like, that's fine. And on the way to him, he did try and call me, which made me panic. And he didn't answer when I kept trying to call him to the point where I made you call him as I'm driving. Trying to do hands-free, hey, can you call, because I don't know what's happened. So then I get back to your old house after work, a busy work week, and your fiance goes, oh yeah, it's just a few more things. Bear in mind this was advertised to me as a human being.
And a backpack.
And his backpack, and possibly a canvas and a hoover.
A hoover. We knew the hoover, but the hoover don't take up space.
No, the hoover I was like, that'll fit in the footwell, that's fine. That's the length of the car, width of the car. Easy.
Baby hoover. And also you could take the hoover apart. Yeah. Anyway.
I go into your living room and there's a pile. There's a pile of things. I'm like, oh, do we need to take these outside for like collection? Is this, stuff to go on the curb? And he goes, no, this is coming with us. And I go, excuse me, this is not a backpack?
Backpack.
Which was what was advertised to me. And I didn't empty out my car prior to this because I thought it was going to be you, a backpack, and a Hoover.
Because when I asked you, I told you to empty out the car,
yes.
And I gave you warning to empty out the car so that we knew that we would have the extra space if we needed the extra space if there was something that we knew. But obviously, I thought it was Kevin a backpack and a Hoover. You thought it was Kevin a backpack and a Hoover.
Your partner thought it was him a backpack and everything in the known human world, including at this point, I assume, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
No, just the clothes hangers.
Yeah, so in this very vital things of what can we fit, because we had to leave stuff behind, because I had a Fiat and not a whole van, which is arguably what should have been got. So we had to leave some things behind with this pile he'd accumulated. He's still going around the house, by the way, being like, oh, do you think this will fit? Do you think this will fit? I was like, we can try, but at this point, I think one Converse might break the load. And one of the things that he's stuck on, like, in this, we have very limited space, grab what you love, kind of situation. There is a bin bag of mismatched hangers, which I get their use. I understand the use of hangers. Don't get me wrong. Like, very handy, you don't want to buy some if you already have some. However, when you are limited on space and the stuff that is, like, emotionally valuable to you, is a bin bag of hangers up there?
I have no idea what he'd got together. I just thought it was a Hoover, a backpack, maybe a box. Hence why I insisted, because I remembered that there was a bag full of coat hangers. Bring the coat hangers. I said to him, bring the coat hangers. We need coat hangers. It saves us buying another cheap thing that we don't need to buy. I assumed he'd have the space.
We all assumed.
But clearly the coat hangers took precedence. So we got the coat hangers. But I have no idea if, what happened to the other stuff. I'm guessing it just got put out. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. Your driveway was so full I couldn't park on it.
I saw the pictures of all the stuff that he'd, thrown, waiting for collection. But out of the stuff that was then he wanted to bring, I've got no idea what got binned. I've got no idea what was in there.
At some point, I assume he was holding, a beloved family photo album and a bin bag of coat hangers. And he was like, well, it's got to be the coat hangers.
I brought all the really sentimental stuff when I moved. When it came to me moving down with the van, my main thing was I'm going to grab every single thing that I know that if for some reason I lost it, I'd be upset. That was my first priority when it came to packing. Pack everything I know I definitely want.
Except the coat hangers.
Except the coat hangers. No, I did pack them. I put them in a bag. But anyway, that was my main focus. Get everything that I know 100% I would be really upset if I didn't have it, for whatever sentimental reason. So I don't know what got abandoned.
He remembered his kilt.
It's a good job he remembered his kilt. Can you imagine if he forgot his kilt?
Yeah, he remembered his kilt. And of course, in this very overlaid and overweighted Fiat, one of the best objects I feel added was the weighted blanket. The literal thing described as weighted. And I'm like, okay, we have limited weight to put in this Fiat. And a weighted blanket was... It's just so perfect. And then as I'm driving to the new house, away from the old house.
Bear in mind, this is after finishing work, driving all the way to Birmingham, and then driving all the way back.
Straight at the end of my Friday, driving all the way to your old house, to fill up a car, to drive all the way to your new house, to then drive back home at some point, I can only hope. Bit exhausting, kind of a long work week, I would say. But what's great is that we leave your house with I would say all the facilities a house would have, such as running water.
Yeah.
Maybe 5-10 minutes in, your partner goes, oh, I need the bathroom. Are we going to stop anywhere along the way? And I said, well, we did just come from a house that had a toilet in it. And you could have gone 3.4 minutes ago when we were inside that house. And he goes, oh, it's okay. I'll be fine. I'll hold it. And I'm like, right, grand. Maybe an hour later, he's like, we're going to have to stop somewhere. And I'm like, well, we're not going on motorway, so there's no service station because we have a weighted blanket and a lorry's worth in a Fiat right now.
Yeah, we do not have the speed for motorways right now.
Anyway, we pulled into a Macca's. It was fine. We did then get to the new house and he still had to go to the bathroom again.
Literally, the first thing he does when he walks... I'm going to repeat. The house I found us. No.
The house. No. Bathroom. I've not been in 10 seconds. And then we had to do another trip to get your cat.
We did. We went to Coventry.
Yep, Coventry to get your cat.
Bandito.
I think at this point, if I never see the South again, it'll be one day too soon.
Valid. Honestly, it was weird being back in Birmingham on Saturday. Yeah, so obviously we parked up in the bull ring, and it was at the O2 Institute. But it was weird.
It is weird because it's like, oh, this is where I lived for 10 years.
This was like my 10-year home.
After all that stress, I had to take myself to Spain. It was the only way.
Only way. Like, that was the only way to recover from, obviously, the stress of me. Which is fair, honestly valid. You took yourself away to Spain. And it just so happened that the day you go to Spain...
Yeah.
It decides to snow.
It did. It snowed for you guys. And I'm there, like, I land in, 17-degree heat.
And we're there having to bloody clear snow off the bins to be able to put the recycling in the bin.
Yeah, so it was quite nice. I spent, 2 weeks in Spain... taking pictures of the sun and the sea and the waves, swimming, tanning,
and the cats,
reading my book, and the cats that were around,
and
I got the plants and stuff.
Cats.
And you guys were like, "Oh, it's -3 here," and I'm like, "Oh,
it's raining.
It's 21 degrees here.
It's snowing. Look at this darkness. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, it's raining and it's dark."
And I'm like, "Oh." Complete opposite here. I'm like, enjoying my time.
Right? Look at the sky. Look at the distance. It's like, all right, stop rubbing it in. I'm there going to work, serving coffee.
It wasn't as chaotic as my Greek holiday, though, you know? Like, I landed, I got to the hotel, I slept.
Yeah, you didn't have to sleep on a bench overnight, or not even sleep, just be on a bench all
night,
waiting for the hotel to open up.
Yeah, it was a pretty chill time. I did have, a pillow situation.
You and your fight with the room service people.
Not my fight.
The constant pillow battle. I guarantee you, every day she came in, or he, just got more and more annoyed to the point. Well, I mean, you can explain. You know what happened. We're going into it anyway.
So when you go to so I had an apartment to myself because I'm an apartment full person. And, there's a bed and there's a sofa bed and all that stuff. And obviously there's spare bedding. I like to surround myself by comfort. So I had 2 duvets in this 21 to 16 degree heat,
Yep, 2 duvets.
So I had 2 duvets and I had 6 pillows.
A completely normal amount.
Completely normal amount.
For one human, may I add, just one human.
Yes.
6 pillows.
Me, myself,
Why did you need so many pillows?
Just because I like to make it right. I like to make a little triangle for my head.
So that's 2 pillows.
Yeah, but with 6, you can make so many triangles.
But you only have one head, so why do you need multiple?
I'm a mover. I'll admit, in my sleep, I'm a mover.
As opposed to when you're awake.
Yeah, I'm
I was gonna say, as opposed to when you're awake, you're a mover. Do you not move when you're awake? I thought you were very, very active.
Perfectly stationary.
Never moving.
As I gesticulate.
Always
still. Some say I never move.
Some say I am a statue.
But I forgot about housekeeping, right? I had these 6 pillows, I had these 2 duvets, and I was like, grand, I'm not gonna take the pillows off every time while I'm sleeping there, blah, blah, blah. So I come back one day. Firstly, I was going into the apartment and there was the housekeeping person there, and I very awkwardly was halfway through the door, just came up. Oh no. What's wrong?
Go away, iCloud. He just popped up saying we have new terms and conditions. You must clarify the iCloud terms and conditions.
Right now we need you to agree to the terms and conditions.
Because it popped up with a little pop-up and I was like, yeah, close it. And then it's just
you better read these terms and conditions.
I didn't. I scrolled to the bottom and I clicked accept.
That's how you sell your soul.
Anyway, sorry, go on. You were saying? So you had 6
pillows.
The person was there when you walked in.
Yeah, so I awkwardly dropped off vague things in my pocket and left again, making it seem like that was intentional. This €1, I can't possibly carry this any longer.
No, it's too heavy. It's too much.
Yeah, to pretend that I was actually... Because I'm not going to go in and sit in the apartment and eat my lunch while someone's there. It's just, I'm not doing that.
No.
So I left again and went back. But then, when I returned, the bed had been made with my 2 duvets and 6 perfectly displayed pillows. Because they looked okay when they were all spread out in some kind of higgledy-piggledy monster that I sleep on. Then, when you know that someone's been in there, has seen your 6 pillow crime, and has been like, I'll perfectly arrange these, you absolute weirdo. Why do you need 6 pillows? And I'm like, no, I feel like 6 pillows is too many.
Exposed.
Yeah, I felt exposed. I was like, what did this Spanish person think? Was like, are they okay?
Just like, why does he need so many pillows?
Why the pillows? Imagine if there was just like a hope you're okay card.
Just tucked in the pillow.
Yeah.
It's like, I hope you're alright. Please don't use these pillows to kill yourself. Like, whatever you do.
Is that I then had to like rearrange the whole bed so it was like a nest again.
Sorry, it's just...
After I witnessed my crime in full display, perfectly arranged.
You can't sleep unless it's a nest, can you? Like, if it's not like a nest, you just ain't resting. Because it was the same when we were in Turkey, wasn't it? I remember it was sweltering. On the bed, they only had, like, little blankets. Because, you know, Turkish heat. It was, like, 30 degrees in the middle of August. And then you're there going, I need a duvet. Pulling a duvet out of the bloody cupboard with all the cushions. And I'm just there just like... sweating. Dripping. I need my duvet and a million Why? It's 30 degrees. What do you mean you need a duvet?
I was cold. Much like a baby bird, I need a little home to sleep in.
You need a nest. If you don't have a nest of comfort around you, you don't sleep. I mean, you don't sleep anyway, though. That's the thing. That's what I don't get.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I'm not much of a sleeper. So, like, in this nest of pillows and duvets, like, my criminal nest, as we shall call it. My pillow crime.
Your lair.
My lair.
Your lair.
I did, like, still sleep probably only 4 hours. But if those pillows weren't perfect for it.
So, you got seen because she put the pillows away.
No, she didn't put them away. She put them on the bed.
She put them on the bed. Oh,
just
like
6,
tidy.
You know, all fluffed and everything. So it took up approximately half the bed.
It's a lot of pillows.
If they were away, that would be fine. She'd be like, they'd be like, oh, I guess these pillows out here are a mistake because no one would sleep with 6 pillows. This person went, best fluffle 6 pillows and arranged them perfectly in a line.
At least they did, though.
Yeah, it was nice.
They got some nice fluffy pillows. I was going to say, they got some nice fluffy pillows. They were probably concerned about why you needed so many goddamn pillows, but maybe they were just like, they're making like a cuddle friend or something.
Oh, no.
Out of pillow. You're like trying to make like a body pillow that you can just like hug or something.
That would be tragic. No, I need them for my head.
Yes, because one head needs 6 pillows.
It was a very reasonable amount of pillows to me.
The number adds up. That's math.
You know what? I slept with 4 pillows on the first day.
However did you manage?
Oh, I think it might have been 8 pillows.
Wait, how can it go from 4 pillows to 8 pillows?
Because I think there was 4 already on the bed, because it was a double bed, right? So 2 and 2.
Right. Yeah, which is a normal amount of pillows.
And then I can't remember if it was like 2 or 4 in the cupboard that I got out. So it could have actually been 8 pillows.
Wait, let me get back. Wait.
I think it might be 6, but I'm worried it's 8.
I'm going to find the evidence and I'll let you know. Let's go on pictures, shall we?
This is excluding the display pillows, because I don't sleep with display pillows. That's gross.
No one sleeps with display pillows. I do have a nice picture of the pile, and then I have a very nice picture somewhere of the actual bed. There it is, right? 1 pillow. 2 pillow. Well, there's at least 7 pillows in that picture.
Okay, there's at least 7.
I think it was 8 pillows, because it looks like it's an 8 pillow, but there's at least 7 pillows in that picture.
Okay, there's a chance that it could have been a few more than 6 pillows.
A few more than 6 pillows.
But I was quite comfortable.
Really? I'm not surprised. I'd be surprised if you turned around and went, you know what? It was like sleeping on bricks. It's like that would shock me.
You know what? Could have done with a 9th pillow. That would have solved it.
Could have done with a nice round 10. A nice round double figure pillow.
Yeah. At that point, you may as well have 20.
At that point, you might as well just have a pile and no bed.
Yeah.
Just
to be fair, would that not be cozy?
I just thought of the most... Right, okay, what you do is you get like...
Call housekeeping and be like, sorry, there's no pillows in this hotel, and just keep calling them every day.
Every day. But like you could weave yourself a nest.
Okay, yeah.
Think about it. right? So you get like stuff you use to weave baskets. You just weave a big egg shape, right? That like fills up most of the room. Leave a hole in it. Shove a mattress in there just on the bottom and then just fill it with pillows and just crawl in.
That was not unakin to my camping experience as a child.
Just make a big thing and then just like crawl in.
So my brother and I, we used to camp in the garden.
Yes, as every child does.
Roughing it
in the garden.
Is this not something people do?
It is something people do.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to sleep in the garden all the time. I used to camp in the garden. In my grandparents' garden, in my dad's old tent that he had when he was a kid.
Oh, no, ours was like one that we had.
Oh, no. This was like an old school, like, you know, the proper tent.
Yes.
Shape, the classic tent. It was one of them.
We had one of those when we were like young. We'd camp with our parents in the garden. But yeah, so occasionally Jordan and I would camp in the garden in summer. And obviously, because I run cold and need 10 pillows to survive.
You run cold? I didn't know that. How? No, shock to me. Right, anyway, so because you run cold and you need 10 pillows for one bed.
As you know, the opening to a tent is not huge.
Yes. No.
But with all my pillows, duvets, air mattresses, blankets, extra layers, all of this stuff, it did reach borderline like a third of the entrance.
So you had to like jump in the tiny gap.
Sleeping bags as well. I'd very rarely be able to rough it the whole night. I'd usually go back inside at 11 p.m.
But you've got all those air mattresses and
yeah, I'd be cold.
And... Nah. In the summer.
In an English summer at night time, that's only like 10 degrees.
Yeah, it's still fine.
I needed a duvet in 30.
There is that, yeah. No, because when I used to go camping, but this is when I was older, so like teenage camping, fun camping, the camping.
Camping's never been one for me.
I love camping. I've always liked camping. Obviously, colleges, it's like, oh, let's go to camp. Where we are in the north, there's a lot of woods.
Yeah, a lot of murder woods.
A lot of murder woods, a lot of murder trees. So lots of places to go camp.
Lots of places to go get murdered, yeah.
You walk behind a pub and then you walk down a path through a field and then you'll come across the woods.
It was a simpler time.
We used to go and make bonfires, cook some food. But yeah, we all just used to all take a tent and all just split off into tents and just go sleep, stay the night, and then go home. And I don't think any of us ever told our parents where we were going. I think we all lied. So, sorry parents if you're listening to this now. But, yeah, it used to be a bit of a record.
I remember you inviting me to go camping, to which I said, I run too cold.
No.
Yeah, I said, I'll hang out for an hour, but then I want to go to a hotel. I quite enjoy my creature comforts, such as heat.
I like camping. As long as I'm comfy and I can sleep, I don't care.
Yeah, well, I'm comfy and uncomfy camping. Uncomfortable camping. Camping is uncomfortable.
Camping is uncomfortable. But if you've got an airbed, it's fine.
I'd camp in a Premier Inn.
That's not camping.
Well,
just staying in a hotel.
It's kind of like that, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's nowhere near
But
like
if you're in
that
that Premier Inn and you've only got 4 pillows, you're roughing it.
I used to literally go camping. You know, one of them circular pop-up tents that's only for like 2 people, and even then it shouldn't be for 2 people because it's too small. I used to go camping in one of them, and literally just like an air mattress and a sleeping bag. Sometimes I didn't even bother with the air mattress. So obviously I'd just donk out anyway.
Yeah, but you're a
I
sleeper.
Just sleep. I am a sleeper. I am. You are not, and I am very much a sleeper. But I can sleep anywhere, as we know. So it never used to bother me in camping, because it used to just be like, I'll sleep. The thing that used to bother me about camping was peeing in the woods.
Okay, go on. What, in case a squirrel went up your pee stream?
No, because it was dark. And obviously, because it was like a group of us.
You didn't want to pee on your foot?
I didn't want to pee on my foot. I didn't want to pee in sight of people, because it was like a group of everybody. It wasn't just like all girls, or it was like everybody and they were friends, and it was like I didn't want to pee in front of people. Like, I remember one of my friends, I don't want to name her on here, but amazing friend, she actually took me to pee in the woods, because it was like the middle of the, it was like 4 a.m. in the morning, it was pitch black, the fire was going out, I was like, I need a wee. I didn't have balance.
Oh no.
I was worried I was going to fall into my stream, so obviously I was there like, please come with me. She came with me, and she held my hand and held me up while I pee.
That's a thing you can never come back from.
No. And then later on that night, I believe, was it me? Did I vomit or did she vomit? All I remember is someone vomited in the tent that we were sharing. But I can't remember whether it was me or her. I feel like it probably was me. I don't know. But someone vomited in the tent. But I feel like it... Well, you know what? I'll take responsibility. It was me. I don't know if it was me. I can't remember if it was me. I just remember vomit in the tent the next morning and wondering why.
Your friend's like, finally, I no longer have to hold that secret anymore.
It was probably me, though, because I just remember it being on her shirt.
Oh,
she took off.
No, that's brutal.
So obviously it was... Yeah, it wasn't great. But yeah, no, it was fun.
Are you still friends with this person?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't speak to them much.
Oh, what, after you vomited on them? Whoa, wait, let me do that. Let me do the outro for episode 1, part 2. Wow, that's crazy. We've been yapping way too much. We're
way
yappers. Post-editing Luke and Shannon. This is not post-editing Shannon, just kind of regular Shannon.
just Shannon here waiting.
This is me saying we yap too much, and now episode 1 is kind of a two-parter. Admittedly, it could be 2 separate episodes, but we reference stuff in episode 1, so it's part 1, part 2. You get it?
Wait, I'm confused.
Don't be confused. That's the name of the show.
Oh, okay. Don't be confused.
The trick is to always be confused, but be confident about it.
Fake it till you make it.
Here's a preview of what happens.
Yeah, no, we should film an episode in the murder basement.
I'm not going in your murder basement. The level of like...
You can't actually be scared of something that is just a basement.
I'm not scared. No.
It's a basement.
I've been in a basement before. I've been in one.
So what's wrong with my basement?
I'm not going in your murder basement.
Why is my basement a murder basement and that other basement was alright?
It's locked. The light turns off. I peered around the corner. I was creeped out. It's not happening.
You've got a torch. We have torches.
I 100% believe... By the way, those torches will flicker and the battery will die. I know this. I've watched enough horror films.
I went down there yesterday with a torch. I was fine.
What I'm saying is, I can guarantee, if I ever agree to go in that basement, you'll be like, this is great. What I can really do, go to a charity shop, get an old doll, put it in the basement, have it facing the wall. And I'll be like, Shannon, did you do this? And you'll be like, no. And I'll be like, what the heck?
And then I'll quickly run up the stairs and lock you in the basement.
You will not understand the force I will apply to that door.
See, the thing is, right, you're saying that I was just being nice. I hadn't even thought about anything that I could actually do to freak you out. I was just like, let's just go in the basement, because then I'll be like, oh, it's a basement, there's nothing in here. And then you're there like, you're going to plan this whole thing, and like, it's like, no, I hadn't even thought about that, but now I've thought about it. Now I have thought about it.
How our brains work. You're like, I'll do this nice thing, show Luke the basement is a scary. I'm like, there's gonna be a haunted doll.